Peace and blessings. Welcome to Heritage Hip Hop. Tonight, we will be introducing the world once again to IL BOI, Midwest Hip Hop. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you tune in tonight for this great interview. We will be starting very shortly. Make sure you join us. Share this with everyone. Let's have some fun tonight. Are you ready? Because I am. Let's cut the music. Let's begin the show.
So let it be written. So let it be done.
All right, y'all, what's going on? Shout out to you for joining me tonight on Heritage Hip Hop Live. Once again, this is Heritage Hip Hop Podcast, where we introduce you to your future favorite artists today while celebrating the veterans that have established this hip hop culture and bringing you the new faces that are going to take the culture to the next level. First and foremost, if you are here, thank you for joining me. And more importantly, make sure you hit the like button as soon as you come in. I want to hit the algorithm. Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, and bring other people up in here. Because tonight, we have somebody who's making moves in the Midwest, not from Jersey, which is great, because Heritage Hip Hop is worldwide. We don't just do New Jersey, and we want to celebrate everybody with a voice. Salute to my bro. Missed you today. Salute to you. And listen, we here to make noise. So right now, our guest has not come on yet. He's running a little late, coming home from wherever he handles his business. That's not my business, but I am here. So first and foremost, thank y'all once again for joining Heritage Hip Hop. This podcast is available, as you can see on the bottom of the screen, on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, Anchor FM, also on iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and wherever you stream your podcast of choice. So where you go there to get Drink Champs or Rap Radar or wherever else people listen to, I'm there too. So whatever you do, salute me. You know what I'm saying? Share and join. Subscribe. All right? Join us at heritagehiphop.com. Please subscribe to heritagehiphop.com so you can see all the content that we have. We just had a great artist from New Jersey's past and currently. His name is Rowdy King, formerly known as Rowdy Roz. He was on here Monday night. And I don't usually do Thursdays, but I figured I'd come on and give y'all something special. So we have a Midwesterner coming on. So let me ask you a question. Who's your favorite Midwest rapper? Is it Common? Do you count Ludacris as a Midwest rapper? He says Atlanta, but he's from Chicago. How many of y'all used to rock with the Brat? How about the St. Lunatics and Nelly? How about EST? Oh, no, ESTG is not late Midwest. It's Louisville, right? Who else is out there from the Midwest that y'all mess with? Let me know. Drop a comment. Let me know what's going on. Midwest hip hop has been the backbone of a lot of movements in hip hop, whether you like Twista, Kanye West, like I said, Common. Those are people who in hip hop have moved the culture forward by bringing a mixture of appreciation of all aspects and facets of hip hop to the culture. I mean, think about this. The Midwest could even put Scarface in there because that's not the South. Is it? Is it to you? Is Texas really the South? Because if it is, salute. But the Midwest is the Midwest. And we got to give it its proper respects. So who do you like from the Midwest? The Midwest has done a lot to push this culture forward. I mean, let's just give it what it is. When Common dissed Ice Cube, that was large. Pause. That was the bitching you against the West Side Connection. That was a cellular movement. When Kanye came out, Chicago and all them areas over there, they blew up in a whole nother way because people didn't appreciate common sense and take it on the easy. They didn't appreciate the brat because they label her as Atlanta because of Jermaine Dupri. But Kanye put the Midwest on his back, and he brought Chicago and Chi-Town to a whole nother level. You know, when you think about the Midwest, you think about Eminem. Whether you like him or hate him, Eminem helped propel hip hop in a way that's very interesting. Whether you look at it for his race or whether you look at it for the Eminem tree in hip hop being what it was called on other platforms, the worst hip hop tree ever when it comes to influence, which is bananas. But if you think about it, what came from his tree that really pushed this culture forward? We had things to talk about tonight. And I want to talk to my guest when he comes on about this Midwest hip hop culture. Because I want to know not only what he brings to the game, but what is it that he really represents? And is this Midwest movement that's coming back to the forefront of hip hop, giving the game something that it needs rather than something that's already there that's not being appreciated? You know, like how many of y'all really appreciated Esham? How many of y'all really gave a damn about Elzai? I mean, y'all know Royce, but the Chief Keef movement and that drill movement really changed hip hop, and it changed how people perceive the Midwest. Remember, Spike Lee had a movie about the women not having sex with the men anymore until they stopped killing each other, which was based on a Greek and Roman play. Genius. But think about that. That movie was featured around the drill movement. This artist is not a drill artist either. So when we talk to him tonight about Midwest hip hop, I really want to get the feel of what he defines the Midwest is now and where his music fits into the realm of possibility, as in taking the Midwest sound somewhere different. I got to tell y'all something. When I do these interviews on Heritage Hip Hop, I always get someone who says, I didn't ask this, or I didn't say that, or this didn't come up. That's why it's important for you, the viewer, to put your comments in the interview so that I may be able to bring them to the forefront of the interview so you can ask the artist yourself. I can't invite y'all on, but by joining in the comment section, I can give that artist something that you want to know and I can put on the screen. I'm not going to put anything disrespectful up, but if it's a good ass question, then that's something that we need to touch, you know? I mean, there's one time when the Midwest movement was just, what, Poe Pimp, do you want to ride? You know what I'm saying? Do or die. Bone Thugs changed hip hop with harmony and brought it to hip hop. There's so many people we can give honor to that is rich when it comes to the hip hop culture from the Midwest that we do need to talk about. Let me ask y'all a question. Have any of y'all been to the Midwest? I have. And I was only there for a quick second because I went through the Midwest to go to Nebraska. And when I tell you the Midwest is totally different than the East Coast in New Jersey, that ain't no bullshit. The Midwest is very different from the way they wear their clothes, from the style of dress, but their appreciation for music is also different because in our landscape of hip hop culture, there's this thing called the East Coast bias, which really doesn't have nothing to do with New Jersey. It's really New York versus everybody, right? And when it comes to the East Coast bias, the Midwest was always like, well, we loved everything because we had a mixture of everybody in this one pot. And we got something from the West, from the South, from the East, from Canada and all that. And we put it together and we were just everybody all at once. Like I said, I want to know from the Midwesterners out there, who was the biggest artist, that transitioned you into hip hop culture and had you stuck in hip hop? Was it Common? Was it Eminem? Was it Esham? Was it Pope Pimp, Do or Die? Was it Race to 5'9" for the new heads? Is it Eminem? Is it Nelly? Is it the Brat? Unless you want to count her and Ludacris as Atlanta, because they're from Chicago. Let me know. Our guest is taking a while to get up here. Let me see what's going on with him, because this is interesting. Salute to everybody watching once again. Make sure you subscribe to Heritage Hip Hop. Wow. Okay. Let's try this again. All right. Let's see if we can get him on now. All right. All right. Our guest just hit me up. I guess our technologies are not aligned right now, but he will be on very shortly. He just got the link to the show. So we're going to have a good time tonight, everybody. We're 11 minutes in. Thank you for joining. I see him. I see him. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, here's my guest. Thank you for joining. I see him. I see him.
Hey, how y'all
Ladies and
feeling?
gentlemen, YouTube on your device.
Thank you for joining. I see him.
What's up?
What's good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm back with my bro. How you been, bro?
Hey, man, how you doing, man? It's been a little bit.
Yeah, but it's good to catch up with like-minded individuals, man. How your family? How your journey?
Man, it's been life, but I can't complain. We still here. We still fighting. We still rocking it out. So,
Well, before we continue, it's good to see you, bro. May the Most High bless you and your family, man.
You too, man.
All right. So let's have some fun. You ready?
I'm ready, man. Let's do it.
IL BOI represents Midwest hip hop. And before you came on, I know you probably seen a little bit of it. I was talking to everybody about what the Midwest means to hip hop, especially in the history of it, because from the 90s on, so about 94 on, the Midwest had a very serious stake in the building of the culture of hip hop. What do you say to that? And what is Midwest hip hop to you?
I definitely agree with you. And I talk to people all the time, not about just hip hop, but just entertainment in general. It's just been rich with talent, you know what I'm saying, from Nelly's era to Bone Thugs and Harmony era to Twister doing his thing, R. Kelly, and the greatest entertainer of all time is from the Midwest to me, and that's Michael Jackson. So Richard Pryor, all the Bernie Mac, the list can go on for the contributions that I feel like we've done in the music and just entertainment in general. So, you got to give all those people their flowers for sure.
For sure, because one thing about the Midwest is this. I was told from people from the Midwest, the East Coast is known for its biasness, but that's not really the East Coast. That's New York. Let's put that out there.
Okay.
The West is known for that smooth pop lock, the horn, the synths, low riders. It's very easygoing. The South is known for being very direct and musical because of blues and the jazz.
I agree with that.
What is the flavor of the Midwest? How did it add to the gumbo of what hip hop is when it came from that section of the country to you?
I feel like we kind of in your face with it too. But just more or less, I feel like just kind of showcasing our own abilities, our own talents, and you know what I'm saying, just really talking about what's going on out here in the Midwest. You know what I'm saying? The drill music was inspired, and you see how that whole takeoff went, and Kanye, Kanye came in and did his thing. So I think it's really about us just telling our story. We're a little country out here too. There's a lot of cornfields out here, so we pretty country as well.
Okay. See, when I talk to people from the Midwest, they say they get a mix of everything. So there's really nothing that they could be biased about. They took everything and made their own thing. You know what I'm saying?
I can agree with that. We definitely, like I said, got our own little spice, our own little flavor. You know what I'm saying, on the in the kitchen. With all the other little spices. The Midwest definitely got ours. So,
but what's the pocket of the Midwest though? Because you named about 4 artists, and none of them are the same. Common, Kanye, Twista, Bone Thugs. We could throw Eminem in there, Royce, Elzai, Esham. We could throw a lot of people in there, correct?
You definitely can. Like I said, it's a lot of rich history in our area, and I'm not quite sure how I can quite answer that in terms of exactly what our flavor is. I know our flavor is good, and I know that we've been making positive contributions to this whole hip hop thing. And like you said, all those artists are also diverse. You know what I'm saying? But it's still that Midwest flavor.
I definitely know. I want to give a salute to the Midwest because Heritage Hip Hop, once again, celebrates New Jersey hip hop, but it goes around the entire world. And being that hip hop is global and is also God's expression, how could we ever stymie or belittle people who uses the expression God gave them to talk about the art and creativity that represents their homeland? So,
Absolutely.
and understanding that, New York is known for the buildings. Cali's known for the sunrises and sunsets. You could talk about gangsterism all that if you want. Fine.
Yeah.
The South is known for the juke joint and the blues. I had to ask you this question again so we could perfectly set up your interview. What defines the Midwest in your opinion? So that when people go there, they know that they're in the Midwest and not anywhere else.
Maybe we are a little diverse for the food and stuff as well. You know what I'm saying? With everybody, I feel like when they come to the Midwest, they only just think about Chicago, but it's so many different parts and so many different layers of the Midwest. I guess one thing I say, you in the Midwest because it's cold out here. That's what you out here, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not for sure if I could say what's really defining us because, like you said, it's just so many different styles and so many different blends. But he be coming with them hard questions, y'all. He trying to stump me on this one. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. It ain't to stomp you, just because I appreciate your life. Because at the end of the day, you are an artist that's making traction besides in the hip hop game, because you are a success story that's building to inspire people from your community. Last time we talked to you, you were telling me you are about to drop a project featuring Crooked Eye on it. And since we talked, that project has come out, and you've even had other people on that project that are named artists that not only help build your resume, but when people hear you against them, they know you got something to give as well. Am I right?
Absolutely.
So let's talk about the G.M.B. project, because that wasn't out last time me and you talked.
Okay.
Oh,
yep,
what happened? What was that? What happened?
What the G.M.B.?
Yeah.
G.M.B. is a 8-track EP that I dropped last April. It's got a Young Buck on there. It's got Lil Flip, Bronze from Wu-Tang on there. A lot of industry cats that y'all grew up listening to. And I had the opportunity to do the records, and I just kind of put it all together as like a little compilation feel. And I just wanted to put my stamp on every record and hold my own with some guys that I grew up listening to and appreciated, so it was definitely dope to just do the record. And
What makes hip hop fulfilling to you when you can feature and say on your resume you had a song with this person, or will you make something from the heart and it's truly just you by yourself on the record and people get to know you?
Yeah, it can be both, just because, I feel like the whole purpose of doing some of these features is just to showcase my ability to, hold my own with, you know, platinum at one time, platinum selling artists. All those artists have had good success in the industry. And then it's also great to, share those records and you guys get to hear me. And you may get to get a little bit more intimate on some of my different records. And it's always dope to just give people so.
One of my favorite tracks is the one that you got with Yuck Mouth. That's called Microphone.
Yes,
And
sir.
I like
Yes,
and
sir.
I like Midwest Flavor with Swifty McVeigh at D12.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
feel the beats brought you out because as the people are rhyming and you know their voices, is you with the undertone, because your voice, you're not monotone, but you husky. So you bring another tone out of the beat where their
Yeah.
tone is different, and it's a good mix of flavor when blending sounds. How do you pick your sounds, and how do you match that with the other MCs when you create?
Man, just having that competitive nature, trying to outdo them. We gonna shine together, but it's just that mindset of just trying to outdo them, just trying to stay fresh, just trying to stay current, and really just trying to work on the penmanship. There have been times in the past where I may have said a recycled line, and I have been really pushing forward to not do that, correct that. So really just trying to bring my A game on every record, and whether you're an industry cat or whether you're an indie guy, like I'm just coming for you. I'm just coming for you, So
All right. Well, I'm gonna say this, yo. One thing about music is growth. Growth is something that you could tell by not only how the person's voice sounds as they mature on the microphone, but how they pick their beats. How has your growth been relevant? Relevant to you and evident by the music you have put out.
I would say you talking about in terms of my beat selection, right?
Everything.
Just everything. I try to be real meticulous in terms of what beats I want to pick. I know kind of like what my sound is, what I like. And from there, I just start, creating. My first thing is trying to get that hook together. And then, once I can get the hook together, then I feel like the verses can come. And like I said again, just a minute ago, just being meticulous with the bars, the wordplay, just taking my time. I know I watched the interview one time with Lil Wayne, and obviously I haven't made many records as Lil Wayne, but he said so much and he's done so many records. It'll really take him like a month or two just to put down a 16 so he can stay fresh and current. And I just liked what he said when he said that. So I just try to slow down, try to be meticulous, try not to, like I said, recycle my bars, and just bring something fresh and new every time. Every time.
Every time. That's the hardest thing about being an artist is that people get so high on music that it's a crack. It's like, what's the next hit? And people will forget you while
Yeah.
listening to you. And then as you create, the people who find the time to critique themselves to be their best, those are the people who stand the test of time. Since you've started, what has been the biggest test that you faced and actually conquered so far?
I would just say it being able to be in rooms that I thought I could never be in, being in conversations, having phone numbers, emails that I thought I couldn't have, and just continuing to work with probably not a big budget from what most artists have, but I've been able to do a lot, as you've been able to see, with the budget that I've been having. So um it just feel good to accomplish the things that I have, like the plaques, being able to get on some of these records with these industry cats, and just being able to travel and network with people, and just show people my worth, and my
You got
abilities out
you,
here.
you got a plaque you can show us?
Man, what is plaque? Let me see.
Yeah, show that plaque.
Let's see.
Yo, you got talk your smash, man. Come on. Look at that, y'all.
Yeah, let me see that. Let me see that. So this
Look
is
at
Hate
that.
Me Now, Love Me Later. The last time me and you linked up,
Yep, that's
I
right.
did over 500,000 streams on this joint between
Mm-hmm.
my SoundCloud, between my Spotify. I
Mm-hmm.
still got numbers coming in right now.
Mm-hmm.
And this is definitely a milestone, for me. I'm trying to get the whole you dig in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
talk your mess, yo. Go ahead.
So it just feels good to be able to do that. I know that feels like I know that I could do more.
Mm-hmm.
And just making my trips worth it. Going to Atlanta, linking up with a lot of my different contacts, being able to do these shows, being able to navigate. It's tough being an independent artist because you got to pay for everything. So
Tell me about it.
a lot of artists don't always perform or get out to some of these major cities. So it's just a blessing that I've been able to be in some of these major cities and be in some of these rooms with some of these big time wigs. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I want to first we're gonna stop the interview for 1 second. My man from Chicago Clothing said, "What's up to you?"
What's going on?
And
What's
he
going on? I
also
appreciate you tapping in.
and he also said for us to say R.I.P. to Jermaine Hopkins' sister. If y'all know Jermaine Hopkins, he plays Steel and Juice. So
Oh man,
we want to
all
give
right.
a rest in peace to his sister. So salute to the family. May the Most High grant y'all mercies and condolences. And we offer you condolences and prayers as well. All right.
Most definitely.
I want to say I'm proud of you though. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm a mover and shaker too, as you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
We,
sir.
we we businessmen, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And when I went to one of my national peoples and they had the Money Talk single playing, I was like, oh, that's my man right
Hey,
there. What you know about IL
hey,
Boy? It's like, you know
that's
him?
what's up.
I'm like, yes, my man. I interviewed him already on Heritage Hip Hop. It's like, yo, Money Talks is kind of hot. Yo, I kind of like that joint right there. And he put it on his website.
Hey,
It was
that's
on
what's
a
up.
national website.
That's what's up
So
right
I was
there.
like, damn, like, yo, IL Boy is really out here shaking. And I would say, I don't know if I told you that at the time, but I was like, yo, my man's really making some moves. And that's what it's all about. A lot of people see you and either they jealous of you or they quietly got that, man, he doing his thing. I wanted to congratulate you to your face because as black men, especially, there were times in this country where we couldn't talk and give each other positive reinforcement or those good words. So I wanted to make sure I gave you those words so you know not only are you being seen, but you're appreciated as well. All right.
Man, I definitely appreciate that, man. You know, it's all love. You're a solid dude, man. So thank you.
Salute. So let's talk about 7 Days a Week. That's a song I like too.
Hey,
Talk to me
okay,
about it.
okay. Shout out to 23 KP.
Mm-hmm.
7 days a week is a record that I did with a pop R&B. She do a little bit of pop R&B and she rap a little bit. Her name's 23 KP. Shout out to her. And she's out in Canada. And we
Mm-hmm.
was able to link up through making a mag. We was able to stay in contact. She was letting me know how serious she was as an artist. We just linked up. We did the record, and it turned out real hot. And I'm glad you enjoyed that joint. You know what I'm saying? I definitely feel like it's a radio type record. So
My thing is when it comes to music, people get so pigeonholed into their 6 block radius, they don't understand music is universal.
yeah.
How important is it for you to touch the universe and not be kept grounded to the earth that you walk on?
Man, I'm trying to be diverse as ever, you know. So that's why I wanted to do the record with her. I'll do a country record, I'll do a classic record. Like, man, I envision myself as an artist. So when those opportunities come, I gotta step up to the plate and you know what I'm saying, show what I can do, show what I can showcase.
So when you show what you can do, what does that mean for an artist? See, as an independent artist, you're always the new artist.
Yeah.
So when you showcase what you could do, how do you balance the newer material you have to the other material that you have that's still new to people who've never met you?
It's always tough, you know, because I got a vault full of music and, you know, certain records be ready to get put out. And I'll be like, man, I've been sitting on this record for 3 years. So it's super old, but it's new to the world. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
man, I got to go back and redo it. So it can always be a hard balance trying to, um, figure out, you know, when's to put out this record. Does this still sound current with what you did previously? Because like I said, we got a lot of records in the vault. So everything costs money, everything is about timing. So you know, we just like I said, sitting on some projects, but um it's tough. I guess to answer your question, I would just say just close people that's near me that listen to the music who can give me some real honest feedback about you know different records and different things that I got going on, and you know I just kind of move in that way. So
Do you remember one time when you on Heritage Hip Hop asked you about basketball or football,
uh,
and I equated your some music to sports? You remember that?
I think a little bit you're gonna have to probably refresh my memory a little bit
Oh yeah,
more.
I'll go back so I can get ready for you.
I know you will. I know you will. I know you will.
um, I always use sports as a reference to hip hop because they go so hand in hand. I want to take it to a movie perspective now. And no, I'm not
Okay.
talking about Creed, y'all. Stop. I want to take it to this reference. Do you remember Any Given Sunday?
Oh yeah, I love that movie.
Classic. Everybody
Classic.
remembers. Everybody remembers Jamie Foxx's character, right?
Yeah.
As your career continues, you remind me of the wide receiver. Bill Bellamy played his character because he said he always makes it look good.
Mhm.
And as an artist, not only do you have to look good on the stage, you have to look good when you showcase your skill, and you have to look good when you do promo. But you have to make the world believe that the good that you have is different and better than everybody else's good. When did you test your good and found out that your good is better than most people's good?
That's a good question. I would just say, and we talking about just overall the music
Mm-hmm.
and the good, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I would say right out the gate, I just came in really humbled and ready to work and absorbing a lot of information. And as I continued to keep rolling, I just gave that back, you know what I'm saying, where I seeing how other people out here move. And I'm like, man, it's a crazy business. Some of these people, they got different agendas, they got hidden agendas, and everybody, doesn't want to see you win. People ain't sharing jewels and gems. And I'm like, I'm that guy that, we can chop it up and we can do that. And, my door's always been open to anybody that I work with and, associated with. Like, I got game, you know what I'm saying? And I got jewels and, I want to see everybody, especially from the Midwest, want to see you win. So I try to reciprocate it every chance I can, just showing that love and just showing that I'm different because there'd be a lot of scammers and stuff out here and a lot of people who taking advantage of you. So when somebody got some actual knowledge and some actual game, everybody ain't always you know eager to take it. Everybody might be a little bit resistant because it's crazy you say that. I've been doing these hip hop shows out here in Beloit, Wisconsin. I've been hosting and headlining them, putting them together, and I've been giving artists, a different platform where if you come to my show, you're gonna get to perform. I'm gonna have some media outlet people there, and a lot of them I think is missing. I set it up strategically like that because it don't matter if 5 people at the show, like you see it on my stories, you see posting, it's gonna be the latest show that you ever seen every time that you see IL Boy post something. So I tell artists, take advantage, get them interviews from the media outlet people that I got coming, get your content. You know what I'm saying? This is a very social media world that we live in, and I didn't gave away prizes, like for instance, you linked up with one of my artists and I know he need exposure. And I say, you need to be hooking up with people like my guy Heritage Hip Hop, other people talking about your music. So just, sharing all my resources and sharing some of those platforms, like, I just try to reciprocate the love that way, but
Okay.
everybody is hesitant to do that because so much fake stuff going on out here. Very like crazy, weird business. I'll say, yeah.
I like how you said that because now we got to the let's build section of the interview. I know you're not used to this part,
Okay.
but we gonna get
Come
go
with
in.
some new every rip. I
That's
like it.
right. But this is the thing that comes to the mind when you say that business is the number one evil that tore apart the world. All right, because whether you're in the hip hop business, the sports business, politics, even the game on the block, business always comes down to who got me more than me. And MC8 said it the best. I gotta get mine, so I'm gonna take yours. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And business even is what got Christ killed in the Bible. As an artist turned businessman, how do you protect yourself from the business so that it doesn't take away your love of your art?
Um, I would say that's the beauty right now of being an independent artist. I'm not a puppet. Can't nobody pull no strings. I'm calling the shots right now. I'm not selling myself out to, reach a certain status. And it's really about just continue to be the man that I know that I am. but just showcasing to the world IL BOI as an artist. My mother is a very heavily Christian woman, so she said what I was doing is wrong, but I'm still a Christian man. I still got all the same values and morals that I was raised with, but I feel like it's just important for me to showcase my talents and my music, which I told my mom. And then, having interviews and people gravitating towards my interviews to let people know that, hey, I am a Christian man. I am standing on good morals and values, but I also can make good music. You know what I'm saying? So I try to be mindful of all those different things and do it just like that.
Salute to your mom. If mom sees this, well, the Most High bless you, mom. I'm a Christian man as
Yeah.
well. But I
Yeah.
like to have these debates about music when it comes to faith because
Man, we
this
can
is
go
what
for
we
we
do.
can do a whole segment on that one, man. So
This is what we do. Like I like let's segue into that. A lot of people hate hip hop, but this is the expression God gave us. Even the Bible has what 2 to 3 books in it based off of music. So when people say, "Well, it's wrong," I like to ask them, "What makes it wrong?" And how do you protect what you listen to and make it righteous against anything else that does the same thing? What do you think mom would say? Well, how do you feel about that?
I just think that it's crazy that they judge, because if we coming from a space and we are supposed to be Christian, we all fall short of God's glory. You know what I'm saying? We all make mistakes. We're human. So that's why we seek them, and that's why we need them every day, and that's why we got to pray. That's why we got to repent. But for somebody to say that my music is wrong and what I'm doing, I just find that to be a little crazy because we can't always see the bigger picture of what God's doing, and we don't know how He gonna use us. You know what I'm saying? So if I continue to conduct myself like a man, still stand on my morals and values, but I, navigate in the music industry with the way, like I said, the way I would conduct myself, and then people hear me in my interviews, give thanks, give praise, you know what I'm saying? Who's to say that them fans ain't gonna turn in and gravitate to IL BOI because you're like, you know what? That dude, he a stand-up dude. You know what? I like the way he carried himself. We don't know what we gonna say to strike a nerve with somebody that may bring them to Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it's crazy that people say that because for one, you ain't supposed to be doing that. If you really got an issue about what I'm doing, you're supposed to be uplifting. We're supposed to be praying, and we know God stand for love. You know what I'm saying? And I just think some of those spaces that people and some of the people who's like, oh, I'm just a Christian. I think they kind of wrong on some of that.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is also the business of life. Because the business of life is, well, let's put it this way. In business, you measure time versus money because a skill is a time that you put time into to get paid for. Life is a business of moral judgment and good character. And
Right.
when either falls off, you find yourself in bad business because you're uneven. And unevenness brings a disease. And disease is short for disease, which is a sickness. So when you live right, not only do you live right, you live in harmony. And if you look at it as a musical term, harmony is the blessing of music that comes together to make a unique sound in unity. The business of life and the business of music is synonymous, but yet also you, the businessman that is the artist, you have to learn how to push yourself so then you can gauge and push others. What is the biggest example you've given somebody through your actions that inspired them as an artist that you've been told?
A lot of people from my hometown said that I have been an inspiration just by the age, just me getting out here with the music. Like I said, I've been out here since 2019. People said that I've been consistent. People just said, we didn't know that was a skill that you had. You just been going at it, and people can appreciate the grind. I feel like in the hustle of what I've been doing so far. So I get a lot of people that pat me on the back for that. So it's always nice to hear those things because it's always not easy doing this stuff, and you need those reminders and people to let you know that you're doing some good things. So
That's real. And I think this is my last question for the Let's Build segment. And damn it if I didn't forget.
We here.
Hey, at the end of the day, it's all good to talk to IL Boy. But I did ask you about being an artist, but and your example. But I think when it comes to this build session, I think it comes down to not only being the artist and the businessman, but ensuring the people who follow you that they always get the quality. And by being a stand-up individual, it always comes to get tested by not only the industry but the people in it. As you said, people have scams, people try to get people. I always said in the music industry, you got to sell drugs to get ahead, because I don't know where this money come from. Because I don't know how people be paying 15. Look, let me tell you something. I was doing my research and I saw a low end record and company says $250,000 a month to push a single. Who got that type of bread regularly?
No, not most.
So
not most.
Exactly, like you're selling drugs, you must be selling your butt. That junk is crazy. I don't understand how people get that money. But I ask you this as the last part of the Let's Build. As an artist that's in the business of music, what is the correct way to build relationships and navigate this landscape, especially if you don't have the deep pockets that it takes to promote your single? What do you say and give as a jewel to people who are watching?
Just pay attention to your surroundings in your city, see who's doing what. Build on these social medias. I done linked up with guys like yourself. And then just be strategic with your dollars. If it's $100 and that's all you got, then you can do XYZ with $100. If you got 200, then you can do XYZ, B, C, and A. So it's all about just getting with the right people, and that could take some time because everybody ain't always out here legit and looking in your best interest. But once you get those people, just lock in with them, and people got to remember this is your career. This is what you want to do as an independent artist. So it's up to you to maneuver and show yourself to the world like who you are. You know what I'm saying? That's why I stay posting every day in my stories. I went to iHeartRadio like 2 years ago, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still sharing it to the new person that may show up on my page. Like, oh, that dude was on iHeartRadio in Cincinnati. I ain't know that. Woo Wop the Bam videos. Like, just continue to put yourself out there. Continue to show yourself, and continue to recycle all your work, man. This is my resume. This is what I do. This is what I brought to the table. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's important because a lot of artists, they think they have what it takes to do this profession, so to say, but they don't have a resume. They don't have anything in their resume, so.
Hey, money talk, my nigga.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It definitely do.
So before we go into anything else, you got a new project out though, right?
Yeah, $1 Million Dreams. I just dropped that my birthday weekend, and it's a 4-track EP, and it's hot. It's hot. What you think? You checked it out yet?
Bruh.
I had to keep on your toes and see. I had to check and see. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's funny?
What's up?
I'm gonna prove to you I'll listen to your project.
I already know you did.
I'm gonna prove to you I'll listen to your project. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Tell me why I played this.
If you want to get it straight, then tune in to Heritage Hip Hop, because everybody's got a price for the $1 Million Man.
Tell me why I played that.
Hey, that's basically my whole theme. You know what I'm saying? Of the album cover, where I got the whole idea. So yeah, he definitely tapped in.
And it's funny, I had that drop from him, right?
That's what's up right there. That's what's up.
It's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. I told him I thought he should have been the champion. I love the $1
Man,
Million
he
Man.
definitely should have been.
That's my guy.
Vince McMahon.
Shout out to One Take Ted. You know what I mean? That's my guy, yo. So when I saw the $1 Million Dreams cover, I was like, stop it. Come on now. And then when I heard $1 Million Dreams, I was like, he's referencing the $1 Million Man. Hey, yo, this is what's up,
sir.
Right? I got excited.
Yes,
so when we were going to do this interview, we finally put it together. I was like, I got something for him. I got so.
Hey, that's what's up right there. That's what's up.
So how did the inspiration for $1 Million Dreams come, and how was that the evolving of you as an artist from G.M.B?
$1 Million Dreams is something that I had in the vote for a while. I try to continue to just show myself a little bit. You know, obviously, me being calling it $1 Million Dreams. I'm a wrestling fan, and you know, I always just kind of incorporated in my music. And then this was a statement that I was like, you know, $1 Million Dreams. It really could play with the wrestling, but it also meant so much. I felt like to me with $1 Million Dreams is all about what everybody will do for that almighty dollar. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to shoot the video for you. And yeah, that's what it was really all about. I think we're gonna go ahead and do this like Wayne did. We're gonna do $1 Million Dreams 1. We're gonna do $1 Million Dreams 2. So we got a little something that we working with that. But yeah, I just I wanted to showcase what people to do for the almighty dollar, you know what I'm saying? And everything that they will go through to get that money.
I was doing
And that's
some
how I kind
research.
of put that
I'm
together.
sorry. I
No, you good.
apologize. I was doing some research on the project. Did you produce your own beats on this too?
No, still working with some of the same producers that I did in the past. Shout out to Hardcore Beats, my guy out of I think he's on the south side of Chicago. He
Mhm,
produced $1 Million Dreams. He produced Real Street. No,
mhm.
excuse me. He produced Talking, and Real Street was a Florida producer. And another guy that did the Popping Up was from Atlanta. So I've worked with all those producers before, and I worked with them again on this project. So
Popping Up seemed to be like that was the one that was going to be that would get like that radio play in the South.
yeah,
To me,
yeah.
Popping Up is it's a real hard look. You know what I'm
I
saying?
recorded that in Atlanta. I recorded that in Real Street while I was in Atlanta. So
Real Street is different too, because the feature on there,
yeah, shout
like
out to my guy Chico. Shout out to my guy Chico Fay.
that remind me of the G.M.B. How you find your pocket when you with somebody else. But Popping Up was the one that talking like you talking like what's up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And, and
yeah.
and that real brash music, that attitude is always something that hip hop found its identity on. Who do you think hip hop should talk to now? As a new artist presents itself to the world, who do you think their focus should be on when they're talking?
It just depends on who you trying to get to gravitate towards your music. You know, like I said, I know I'm an older guy. I know the 21s to 22-year-olds, they probably not really looking for IL Boy, but you know, 27 and probably up, those are the people that I'm catering to because I feel like that's the type of music that I make. So it really depends on the type of music that you make and the type of artist that you're trying to gravitate towards to hear your music.
See, when you come out with projects, and see, we live in the world of the EP. So now, in the world of the EP, people are not really checking for the long listen, but a fan will demand a long listen so they can build with you, understand who you are, and grow with you. In today's world with $1 Million Dreams, G.M.B, 619, right?
519,
519
519.
and 519. Yeah, I got see, I'm trying. But when you
You got
have
it.
that catalog, right? How do you manage or decide how you're going to drop your music to take people on a ride with you, since there is no A&R and there is nobody to groom you as an artist? You got to have the fans come up with you. How are you deciding how to drop this music in the way you do?
Just trying to be as strategic as I can with the projects, you know, from aligning the records to, you know, picking out the records to creating the visuals for, you know, this gonna be the first visual. And really just spending time on it after you put it out so you can market it so it can marinate on people, you know. I'm trying to put out a little bit more consistently because, like you just said a minute ago, I got fans was like, you know, I need more music from IL BOI in 2023. I'm a fan of G.M.B. I listen to it. Now, what else you got for me? What else you got for me? So I realized that I had been maybe a little too strategic, but all this stuff costs money too. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna try my best to put out a little bit more music, but I gotta spend some time on the G.M.B. $1 Million Dreams, excuse me. It's a 4-track EP. We already got the visual for the Real Street record, and we got some more things that we got to do. We got to let people hear those records before we can kind of move on. But I'm gonna see how I can kind of speed that up and just really get in everybody's face and put out some more of this music, because I think as artists we always excited to put out stuff we've been working on, and I got a lot of stuff, so I can't wait to put it all out.
Can you please do something for me? I'm just asking.
What you want? What you need? You saying you want a record? Me and you to do a record, or you want me to just drop something for you?
Oh, I'm looking to expand some music. I'm not rapping though, forget that. But
I got you.
when it comes to a visual, can you do a video for talking and do your own version of Biggie's Warning video?
I like the direction that you're giving me on that. I'm gonna have to talk to my team about that. I'm gonna have to
Well,
talk to my team.
everybody out there that's watching, I'm more than a podcaster. I'm also a music solution specialist. So if you ever need some services, you can also hit at Heritage Hip Hop for help with your business vision, video vision, or whatever you want to do to help promote and market your music. That's my man right there. He could tell you we do business and we good on here. We good
I
what
like
we
that.
do.
I like that. I like that.
You know what I'm saying? So before we close out, I'd like to ask you one more question when it comes to the EP itself, right? When listening to this EP, right, it's an appetizer. And you are very strategic, as you said, right? And we already talked about how do you balance giving people what they want, right?
Yeah.
How do you give yourself what you want when you make these plans and you're able to put things in position to help your vision? How do you feed yourself and not just feed the people?
I think for me, I would say just doing the records I think that feel good, and records that I think people will gravitate to. And I say that it's hard because I know a lot of independent artists, we probably think everything that we got is great. And I necessarily don't think that way. I know that there may be some records that people don't like. So just kind of just going with your gut on certain records, like I was the one who thought I should start pushing Money Talks off Hate Me Now, Love Me Later, and just deciding the singles and deciding which ones to put out. And like you said, just having some more backdrop behind them, giving some more visuals, whether it be a video, whether it be a quick promo, continuing to build that story up, like you said, with fans, so they can kind of be like, okay, this how he coming, you know what I'm saying? Or I kind of he's kind of on this with it. So
Yo, you're doing a great job with your career, and I salute you. Because people don't understand when people say in the music business, the music is actually 10% of the business, is 95%, 90% what goes on behind those meetings, behind the music and behind the meetings and that push. They are absolutely correct. And as an artist, if you're going to be the person that just puts your music on streaming services, then God bless you, because you will be forgotten. But the people
you're in
who
the wrong
work,
business.
yeah, the people who work the record, the people who, like, I met you on a DJ call.
Yes, sir.
That
yes,
takes
sir.
work. That's not easy.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
especially whatever time they put you on, hey, man, I mean, like, look, it's a lot of work, ladies and gentlemen. So everybody out there who's looking to become an artist or who are artists, just know that as long as you want people to hear you, put the work in, because life is a game of fives. From 0 to 5, you're born. So you're new to the world. From 5 to 10, we witness the world. From 10 to 15, you want to know where you fit into the world. That's peer pressure. 15 to 20, right, you beat the pressure, and now you want to make the world under your control. I'm going to stop right there from 0 to 20. In your music career, if you've only been doing it for 5 years, nobody's going to know you. And everybody's not the new hot chick with her ass out. You really have to put some work in so people can learn who you are and know know about you as you come into this new world. Have 5-year plans, have 10-year plans, and build yourself and your baby that you're making with this music, and really nurture it and give it the best example and chance to win and survive and not be lost or shuffled in a world full of neglected ideas. You agree with me?
Most definitely. Most definitely.
So, hey, man, you got 30 seconds. Give me your spiel. Let them know why they should buy your music and where to get it at.
Hey man, tap in with IL BOI. Like I said, straight out the Midwest. I feel like I make quality music. I feel like I make consistent music. Like I said, I heard some of my peoples. They want more of what I've been doing. So just stay tuned with me. Keep rocking with me. I got a lot of more crazy things coming in 2023, and I'm really just trying to push the envelope just a little bit more this year, and see if we can get through a few more of these doors.
Nah, you're gonna not go through a door. You're gonna kick some doors down. So
Man, we trying to.
no, we're gonna do it. We're not.
Okay,
No, we
well, we
don't
gonna do
try.
it. We gonna
We
do it
do
then.
it, and you're
Gonna
gonna
do it.
do it. And I salute you and I support you. And like I said, when I saw you on that national website, I was like, look at my dude over here making that
Man, that's
noise.
what's up. What's
My
up
man,
now? Where was that at? Where was
I'm
that
not
at? You
giving it
ain't
on.
know?
I'm not giving it on here. No.
Okay,
We'll do that behind
okay.
closed doors.
Okay.
But I will say this: your record was next to Future, Lil Wayne, somebody featuring Rick Ross, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Hey man, shout out to Ricky Rose. You know,
Oh
I got to
yeah,
join with him out right now too.
talk about it. Talk
Yeah,
about it. Let them know.
man, we got the Rick Ross record taken off. I just that was my single before I dropped $1 Million Dreams. Just another dope opportunity that I got to do. Got to work with an OG, and I couldn't pass it up. And I got like once I did like 150,000 streams on that on SoundCloud. Think I got like 20,000 streams on Spotify. So it's been growing small. I say with some of them opportunities with those big names, the way I've been able to secure the features, obviously they're not gonna push it unless you got some more money to add to it. So it's really been a grind to get those records out to people too. But it's been a fun experience, and like I said, all just resume building things that I can add to IL BOI's resume. So make sure y'all go stream it.
That's it. Make sure y'all go stream it. Or
Already.
Heritage Hip Hop says, make sure you go buy it.
Hey, yeah, go buy it. Yeah, because they're
we
giving
don't
us half a penny, man, per play, man. So yeah,
look,
go
man.
buy it. He right. Go buy it.
We don't believe in renting your music. Make sure you copy
Yeah.
your music. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
go copy. You
I
right.
got $1 Million Dreams, just to let you know. I mean, I got
Man,
it.
I
So
appreciate that. I appreciate that, man.
yeah. So every day
Man,
goes on my hard drive.
$1 Million Dreams was supposed to be in a 10-track EP. And then when I talked to my engineer and the work it was gonna take, I said, man, we gotta scale this down because like I said, I'm just working within my budget. So
Yeah.
it went from a 10-track EP, then it was gonna be a 6-track one, then it just came out to be a 4 one. I said, man, things getting a little bit more expensive. I think I ain't dropped a lot of singles yet, so I'm gonna start dropping a lot of singles too. But
Yeah.
there's
And
so much music in the vault for y'all, and just keep following me, man. I'm excited to bring it all.
and there's nothing wrong with it because maybe you drop that song and get picked up in a movie or a
Man, we've
commercial
been trying to get
or a
it. We
video
need all
game.
of that. Yeah, we need all of that. We need
We
on
need
Madden.
all that.
I hear money talks on Madden, man. So EA Sports, get it on there.
Did
I
you
don't
send
know
it
how
to
we
him?
can do it. How we can make it. I don't know how I can make it happen.
We'll
I
talk
don't know
after
how I can
this.
make it
We'll talk after
happen.
this. So I'm
Okay.
gonna put you in the back room, and then when it's
Okay.
go off, don't sign off. I'm gonna put you in the back room, and then we're gonna talk. All right.
Okay, most
All right.
definitely.
All right.
Most
Cool.
definitely.
So you know what time it is, right?
All right, what is it? What time is it?
Those rapid fire questions.
Okay, I knew it. I knew
Those,
it. Here we go. Let's
those
do
good
it.
old questions that are not yes, no questions, but they show the depth of knowledge you have about yourself, your craft, and this hip hop culture. So let's do. Hey, man, you want 4 or 5? You pick the number. What you want?
You give it. What you want
Yeah,
to do?
you've been on here for the 3rd time. You get to pick.
All right, let's do 4. Let's do 4. Let's
4
do 4.
questions. Here we go. Question number 1. $1 Million Dreams is what hip hop always is telling the story of the superhero in you. What power do you bring to hip hop, and how does it show in your music?
Man, I feel like the power is in the voice. Like what's the dude from the Bible said? It's in his hair. It's in the voice. I feel like I got a unique voice. I got a unique flow. I really feel like I don't sound like a lot of artists that are out here right now. So when you hear IL BOI track, I feel like I get people's attention because of the voice. The voice gets them in the production. So
Okay. 3 producers are calling you to do a track. What's your top 3 producers to work with now that you've heard yourself with other notable MCs? What notable producers would you like to work with now? 3.
Dr. Dre. I would like to work with DJ KLC. That's an old school one because He did music with Soulja Slim, one of my all-time favorite rappers. So just to be in the presence of him would be definitely dope. And I would say Scott Storch. People kind of sleep on Scott
Okay.
Storch, man. And
That's big
he has some
sounds.
crazy production, and I think me and him would mesh well together. So
That's a big sound. You ready for big sounds? You're telling me?
yeah,
Ain't
yeah,
nothing wrong with
yeah.
that. Ain't nothing like big sounds. In your dream, right now, as you continue to live your dream, where's the place you want to perform your music so everybody can experience IL BOI the best way for the first time?
Man, where do I want to perform? I want to perform in a super big crowd, but I'm a Denver fan, and I enjoy being out there in Denver, man. So let's get a lit show together. The whole city of Denver start rocking with me, and then the whole world just hear from me from there. But I like to get out there in Denver and enjoy some of those festivities also out there. You feel me? So
Let's go.
yeah, yeah.
Come on, before we end it, I gotta give you my throwaway question. You've been on Heritage Hip Hop for the third time. What's the
Okay.
experience like, and tell people about it?
Man, definitely a dope platform, a dope announcer. And the one thing I like about you is he really go in depth to put these things together. It's not just the basic standard, like you said, yes or no questions. He really tapping in, he really listening to the artist, and you really giving people music a chance. And at the end of the day, that's all we really want is somebody to listen to our music. And it's pretty dope when you can have conversations with people because you know that they have listened to your music. So salute to you and your platform and just putting on for the independent artists,
And that's what we got to do. So for everybody out there that just joined in, this is a classic interview. You can catch it on the run back, but make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell on YouTube. Hit the like button wherever you're watching this on any platform that you know this is on. We're on 2 platforms right now. And more importantly, just like you follow us, follow this gentleman too. We are wherever you stream. Wherever you stream your music, he's there. Wherever you stream your podcast, I'm there. Follow IL BOI, follow Heritage Hip Hop, and let's build our hip hop culture the best way possible, which is the correct way, morally, righteously, and also appreciation of the Most High who gave us our talents, and appreciating the people who listen to us as we showcase our talents to the world. All right.
Absolutely, most def, man.
So the first time I asked you about your legacy, right? The next time I asked you about enduring. Now you get the third question. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Creation. An artist is always appreciated for the stroke of the pen and the picture that they paint. What is the one talent that you have showcased in your music that you think people have slept on, and how can they get it by listening to your music?
Man, I really feel like I come up with them hooks pretty good, man. Catchy hooks, and I think people sleeping on that. They need to go back and they need to listen to 519 and all the projects and really just giving music I feel like people can follow along with. I think they sleeping on that because I'm not a mumble rapper, I'm not a drill rapper, and my voice is like you said, a little raspy. I rap slow, so you can definitely hear everything that I'm talking about. So I think they need to tap in a little bit more. Some of the wordplay too. Some of the wordplay.
Well, a producer just chopped on Champ in. Shout out to Barry Singleton. That's Blues M360 Music Group. Beat Merchants. Hey, IL BOI, you need beats? Check out the Beat Merchants. That's Merchants with a Z on IG. All right.
Okay.
So there you go. You got an artist and somebody who make incredible beats. You like that Tribe Called Quest, laid back, De La Soul type sound. Hey, maybe we could put something together where you could put something. You know what I mean?
Man, like I said, I'm an artist, man. So when I hear the record or somebody want to link up, I find ways to get it done. So
that's right, and that's only one of his talents. Like I said, the man makes good beats, and I waiting for you to come out to Jersey, man. I got to introduce you to some of these people out here because I got to ask you an extra question. I'm sorry, we got to do one more.
Go ahead.
It would be corny if I didn't ask you this. New York is known for lyricism, right? But Jersey is known for lyricism as well, and New Jersey is the home of the cipher. In the Midwest, how was hip hop not birth, but how was it brought up? Because I remember Andre 3000 once said, I didn't grow up around no park bench, doing freestyles on the park bench or whatever. He said that. Two Dope Boys in the Cadillac. So for Jersey to be nice, remember Street Fighter? Remember Ryu had the bag, he had to walk around the fight? That's what hip hop is in Jersey. It was you nice, I'm nice, we're going to hit people blocks and we're going to cipher. Not really like that anymore because, people just don't really are hip hop, they just rap. But that's what hip hop is. In the Midwest, what showed people you had talent and how did you grow that talent?
Me, IL BOI as an artist.
Yeah,
I think just staying up to date with the times and just flooding social media. This, like I said, we live in a social media world. So anytime that I got a show, anytime that I got to do a performance, anytime I got to do an interview, it's getting chopped up, it's getting cropped up, and it's getting put out there to the world. So just continue to put my face out there, continue to stay up to date with the times, and really just try to navigate like I'm Chris Brown or any of these other mainstream artists doing some of the same things that they doing,
All right, and check it out. IL BOI, check out the Beat Merchant. She's checking out your music now.
Hey man, definitely inbox me, IL_BOI on the gram, and you know what I'm saying, we can definitely chop it up, Barry. I'm always looking for production. I don't put myself in a box. I like what I like. So if I hear something that I like, I normally time I start writing to it right away. That's when I really like it. So I'll definitely check you out.
And that's what Heritage Hip Hop is. Linking up great talents and great people who like to make great music. Because guess what? They're going to be rich one day. And, you did 5-10%. That's what's up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, before we get out of here, any last words you want to tell the people?
Hey, make sure y'all go to my YouTube channel. Get the premiere of Real Street. I'm dropping it next Wednesday. It's gonna be a world premiere. I shot the video in Atlanta when I was out in Atlanta this past August. We pulling up in some of the little grimy spots in the hood. Me and Chico Fade, we just having fun with it. And that's the first video off $1 Million Dream. So make sure y'all go tap in with it. Real Street. It's a classic.
All right, man. So with that being said, this is Karev at Heritage Hip Hop, letting you know we thank you for watching. Please, if you missed anything, just go back and see it again. Share it with your people. Check out IL BOI's music. Look for more coming for Heritage Hip Hop because I got something set up that's going to be real special as we're going to get ready to get down to episode 200 of this podcast. Hey. It's about to get real serious. You know what I'm saying? Hey. My man from Texas chimed in. Shout out to Primo. All right, another artist from Texas.
Everybody, man, that tapped in. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all.
We appreciate everybody, but it's time to go. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you hold on. We're going to talk. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Peace. And we out.